Hello guys, it's me Lunar, welcome back to another PUBG update video. The public test server is out right now along with the full patch notes for Season 6.1 and I'm going over all the details of the update. If the video is useful, a like is appreciated. Let's jump right in, and the PTS is available for you to download right now. It was delayed a day for technical issues, but it is up and running. The update is just under 20 gigabytes in size on Xbox and PS4, and it's locked to the North America region, third person, solo, and the maps are set to random. However, the new map Karakin has a much higher odds of showing up than the other maps. If you're wondering why the other maps are there, not just the new one, that is because the new motor glider is being added in this update, and it's only available for testing on Erangel and Miramar. So those two maps will still be available for you to play, but Karakin will be the one that you will get most of the time. The PTS will run from today until January the 30th, at which point it will jump on to the live servers, subject to any problems of course, although there's not usually any issues with the PTS going on to live servers. For new content, I'm not going to go over this in loads of detail because I did that in the last video, but we have the new map Karakin, a 2x2 kilometer island set off the coast of northern Africa. With it comes two exclusive features to that map. Black zones, these are areas which are similar to red zones, but a single missile will explode somewhere in a new area marked with purple, so not red, and it will destroy the buildings in that area, so that is of course a new feature. The closer to the explosion you are in the area, the more your building will be destroyed, and of course, the more your building is destroyed, there is a much higher chance of you being killed by debris. The second exclusive feature for the map is breach points and sticky bombs. Those offer a lot more tactical gameplay, and also some of the buildings will have secret areas, so there's a chance for you to discover hidden areas that will usually contain good loot. Finally, for new content, there's a new motor glider, which we already mentioned, available in Erangel and Miramar. It will allow for players to play a lot more vertically in the matches, but allowing you to do that does come at some risk. You will need quite a lot of gas cans using up your inventory space. They can be shot out of the sky quite easily, and they also run the risk of you getting stuck in high areas, but from what I've seen, people do enjoy having them in the game. So guys, that is all the new features. I didn't want to go over them in too much detail since we already covered them, but let's move on to the patch notes, starting with the gameplay changes. There's a new firing mode update. They have added an option to set second firing mode for assault rifles and submachine guns, which have three firing modes: single, burst, and auto. Keep in mind, if you pick up a weapon that doesn't have auto mode after setting auto as first and single as a second preference, it will automatically set as single for the weapon. Next, loot balance changes. To Erangel, they've increased assault rifle spawn amounts by 20%, and they've slightly decreased gas can and handgun spawns. For Miramar, they've increased the overall loot spawn by 22%, and additional 22% increase to the total number of assault rifles spawned. This means the total number of assault rifles spawned in Miramar is now 44% higher than it was before. Next, to map selection. They've replaced Vikendi with the new map Karakin. Vikendi will still be playable on custom matches, and the reason for them removing Vikendi is to improve matchmaking times for the new map. Vikendi will return in the future, however. The featured map is Karakin, the other ones include Erangel, Miramar, and Sanhok, and the featured map, which is returning, might be disabled if it causes matchmaking times to be too long, and they will return to random map selection. It really depends on how it works in the PTS. To the master race system, you can see your PUBG ID on the end of the game screen now, and you can see a player ID while spectating them. For user interface and user experience changes. Added a pass menu in the main lobby. Advanced Vehicle tab has been added on the controller guide page to provide specific key details on certain vehicles. Players can now preview DLCs that are on add-ons tabs in the store, and the cheating category has been added as an option when reporting a player. Next up, we have sound changes, and there's quite a few of them in the update. For gun handling and sounds renewal, improved reload and weapon change sound effects, and proceeded the detailed expression of the collar of the clothes and the attachment of the weapon were reinforced during the reload operation. For sound segmentation according to the mechanical properties of the weapon during aiming and scoping. In aiming and scoping, the degree of trembling sound in weapons attachments detailed varies depends on the weapon type. Sounds are divided into two: handgun and non-handgun. Handgun has less trembling or non-attachment detail sounds compared to the non-handgun weapons. To vaulting sounds, they've improved the detailed expression on objects such as hand-to-body contact, collar to shoulder squeaks, and during vaulting. When vaulting, they've improved the sound output for the material that you're vaulting over, concrete, metal, wood, and so on. Finally, for sounds, they've lowered the volume of wind sound effects in the moonlight when playing by Candy. But of course, that can only be seen in the custom matches for now. To performance, they've added the following features to both consoles. Dynamic resolution, they've adjusted the screen resolution depending on the performance to maintain a stable frame rate. A toggle option to turn this on and off will be added in a future patch. Sharpening post-processing, they've provided clearer visuals. And ground truth ambient occlusion, they've produced more realistic shadows. And finally, for improvements, they've optimized the world location calculating process to reduce occurrences of hitching. That leaves us then with some bug fixes. They fixed an issue where the camera view is located incorrectly when changing seat as a driver during ads, an issue where the M249 iron sight was displayed incorrectly, where the hold option for prone isn't working correctly, where the character's overhead user interface isn't aligned with the character model, where the helmet equipped on Customize is visible on the character's head on PUBG ID, where the handgun size is displayed incorrectly on last match screen, where the inventory was not correctly ordered, where the inventory text was not displayed when inventory was turned on, where the ambient noise is louder than intended in certain weather types on Vikendi. Again, that will only be seen on custom matches for now. Fixed an issue where the Tommy gun skin texture is displayed incorrectly, and fixed an issue where the lower body would be displayed incorrectly when putting on certain PGI skins on a male character. Guys, that is about it for this video. All of the changes made, which you can now test on the public test server for update 6.1. The update will go live at the end of the month on January the 30th, at which point I will make a video on the update, including details on the Survivor Pass and Survival Title systems. Let me know in the comments what you think of the new changes in the update. Like and subscribe for more PUBG, Modern Warfare, and other shooter game news as it happens, or check out my second channel, Lunargaming, for game guides. Right now I'm covering the new Dragon Ball Z game. Have an awesome day, and I will see you all in the next one.